Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. After a long break from Battle for Indiana, we are back with some more Valorant. We got Indiana Tech going up Purdue Northwest.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm looking forward to this game. We all got to have a little bit of a rest there. Everyone took some short naps. We're about halfway healed as a party. All of our bards are ready. The warriors are ready to
Yep.
reach the field, get to the D&D campaign, save the princess.
Yep, everybody got a long rest. I know I did. I took a pretty big nap outside as well. I took the breeze in, you know, set me right to sleep. I enjoyed it. But hey, we're back. Action is getting ready to go off.
No more napping.
Indiana Tech versus Purdue Northwest. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I like Valorant. I know you love Valorant.
Oh, I love Valorant.
I'm ready to go, you know.
And we're looking at Ascent. This will actually be our third Ascent map of the day, I believe. Actually, I think I've actually casted all three now.
Wow. Yep.
So we're going to be walking into this one. And I know that PNW has made some changes to how they're going to be playing it.
Okay.
I don't know too much about Indiana Tech, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they pull.
What are they going to do differently that they have in the past? What mistakes were they making that they thought about, like, hey, we need to change this?
So what ended up happening is we had the match against Purdue, you know, PvP, and Purdue had a really wonky comp. It was, they had a Reyna, a Raze, they had a Viper and a Harbor, and then, what was he, a KO for their initiator.
I remember you telling me about this.
And it was like, well, when I first saw that, I was like, that's like the wackiest comp I've like seen in a minute. But at the same time, they made it about to the halfway point. They were even going, like, after the first half, and then going into the second half, that's when Purdue started to pretty much dominate, and PNW was trying to, like, figure it out. But it was hard to, I guess, figure out how to work around a comp like that. It was almost impossible to hold mid control with the Harbor and Viper walls.
I mean, yeah, like you said, that's not something you're going to see every day, and it's not something
No.
I don't think they've ever really seen or would expect, especially going into a tournament like this.
Right.
But I mean, IU is a powerhouse. They are going. I think they're going up against IU. IU and Purdue are going up against each other later on after the losers bracket to figure out who's going to be in the finals.
Right.
And then Ball State, I believe, is next. And I think whoever wins this is facing Ball State.
I believe that is correct.
Yes. So that will probably be the decider of the finals. I'm excited. I won't be here for that, unfortunately. I definitely will be watching it, though.
Right,
and I'm
right.
excited. We are going to be on Ascent first. Let's take a look at these comps that we're seeing right now. Some of these look pretty interesting. On defending side, we have Drago, Cavalier.
M2 Sky.
Let's go with Sky, Simply,
We'll go
and
with Sky.
Dorino. And on Soja, Quicks, Void,
Dorito, and then what was the last?
Vlad.
Valdo.
That's your team, man. Come on.
Okay, listen. Sorry. We're all rested. We're ready. I'm awake. Here, let me do some jumping jacks real quick. Not actually.
All right. We got IT on attack, Purdue Northwest on defense. Or sorry, no, other way around. We have Purdue Northwest on attack, IT on defense. The colors of the teams got me mixed up a little bit. Indiana Tech is red. I was looking at for the attacking, you know?
Well, and something I noticed already right off the bat as far as PNW goes is something they struggled with last game, which was the Harbor Viper comp. They are now implementing into this game.
Yeah. How do you think that's going to change things up? I mean, we're looking at the comps right now. It looks like...
I mean, if you can't beat them, join them.
Exactly. It looks like Purdue Northwest is going to be mainly focusing A here. They already have good control on the dot. Takes out some utility. Dorino picks up 2 on his way out. That's going to set PNW a lot. Cavalier finds one more. There's just 2 left for PNW. They need to find something going now if they want any chance to do this. They don't have much abilities left. It's the first round. I think the fifth round, unless Quicks can find something going here. He's shut down by Musty.
Right, and now you're down to 1 player left here on the PNW team, and it looks like he's going to try to make some work. He's going to have to get a 4K if he wants to get this round for his team, and that's going to be tough. And unfortunately, he does get taken down by Drago, who hits a nice, clean headshot on Viper.
Yeah, good first round for Indiana Tech. Purdue Northwest could not find the momentum that they needed.
Well, I think that the issue there was the KJ setup on A. That molly was placed in a very, very good spot. Everybody goes for the door first. Everybody goes to shut the door. You got to get tree control, or at least shut it down. The harbor wall was already set there. It was already basically closing off a portion of the site. But with all the util, and KJ played that well. Of course, with her util positioning was perfect.
Another swift reach onto A.
See, this time it looks like PNW actually is just going to run
Dorito
straight
coming in
into
fast
the site.
now. Already with the plant. That's going to set PNW back on their heels. Or sorry, no. That's going to set Indiana Tech back on the heels. Once again, the colors tripping me up again.
A little bit. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Cavalier sends over some util.
This is actually really, if PNW plays their util well here, this round actually might be able to be in their hands even at the disadvantage of weapons.
Got the better angle. Void looking for the shot on Simply. He has a better angle.
No.
Void walks right into it. Vlad finds Simply. Cavalier finds Soja. Vlad with another.
More.
He's got 2 so far.
Oh.
He can't find a third. They might get a defuse. They will. This round's going to go to Indiana Tech once again.
But that was expensive. That was really,
Very
really
expensive
expensive.
win. They had to use everything they had for that specific round. PNW set up really well on that point. They're holding the angles. It's just IT found a bit more momentum in there. They found the right picks, got a bit more lucky, had the better angles.
Well, that retake was good. You know, as I said, they were on a save round. You know, getting into the site and getting that, getting the spike down was actually really, really good for them, especially being able to take down 4 people. Now, if they were able to get that 5th person, they would have been in a way better place. But you can't expect too much from Pistols.
Yeah. Pistols a hard round.
Oh, 100%.
It's a very hard round, but it can be a big decider going into the next round. Soulja early pick on the Drogo.
It looks like he's going to be sending, what is that, a cascade onto the A main portion to try to block off a little bit of space.
IT down a man.
And
It's not really a position you want to be on defense, nor attack, or in general.
Something I like about this KJ play here is for the past 2 rounds, she set herself up on A, but now she has moved on to the B side, kind of reading what she might think PNW might do.
But he finds Cavalier up in the high ground. Simply coming around the back here. Vlad finds him. There's one more there. He could try to get another pick. He's going to hold this angle instead. Down goes the spike from Quicks.
Found them.
And now we have Sova as the last person left, and Vlad does get the connection, and he does take down Sova. PNW is now at their first round with Indiana Tech having 2. I liked that fake they did there, especially so when that Sova shot his dart up A, immediately shooting it, you kind of assume like, okay, I know what these guys are doing. They're about to come back, they're about to come hit our A again. They did have the KJ anchoring down on B, and she did manage to do a little bit of damage with her util, but not quite enough to actively and effectively shut down their push.
Now, we've seen the Viper put their wall right through this middle area. What's the benefit of that specific point? I see it a lot, especially on this map.
So when you put that default wall there,
Dorito up above. Sorry to cut you off, but Dorito tries to Sky over, but Sky shuts it down quick. He's holding this angle. He finds one, can't find another. Quicks takes him out. Cavalier gets revenge on his own teammate, and Soja does the same. Simply, and the KJ waiting right there. Void looking for the plant already. He wants to put some pressure onto this IT team. They've got the walls down. They've got the setup. Drago takes the high ground. He has to break the wall down. They might know where he is now. If they heard it, that's the information they need. IT still doesn't have enough information to get onto this point.
They've got a lot of util to use, and this might be bad for PNW unless they play their cards correctly. It looks like they do still have some util as they put an orb up, the harbor orb, encasing the part of the Simon. Soja taking 2, Soja getting all 3, winning the round for PNW and getting the perfect trade right there at the end.
Soja with the 3K, securing it for Purdue Northwest.
This is I think this is our 2nd harbor we've seen so far that is starting to dominate on Ascent. I think Ascent might just be Harbor's map.
We're going to see Vandals across the board.
And anyway, as I was explaining, so by having that default wall there, it's essentially to get mid control and to cut off the enemy team from being able to see what you're doing. Well, obviously, but
just to cut off sight lines, get a
and it allows you to lurk, it allows you to get information, and it allows for a lot more playability.
Looks like PNW or Indiana Tech on the defensive. They're going to try to wrap around. You see 2 players coming from behind. PNW early push onto A point once again.
And exactly as I was just talking about with that flank.
They have a flank. Watch them. 2 PNW players are going to go out to meet. Void falls first. They know they're there now. Can't do anything. Sky's up here, tries to pick off Soja. He can't find it. Soja has more util at the moment. They have better weapons. They have the Vandals. Soja has to back off. He's got to send something up there. Doesn't quite make it.
Honestly, but that might actually be good. That's actually placed in a position that might actually benefit them here.
Dorito with my favorite weapon, the shorty. Definitely not his favorite weapon. Dorito,
Definitely
he's
not.
going to get the headshot, take him down.
A good round by PNW, now taking their 3rd round from Indiana Tech. I don't quite understand what happened there. It seemed like Indiana Tech left A wide open. I mean, they went for mid control. They went to go get that flank. They ran their way down Cat. But what they didn't anticipate was exactly what I was just talking about with Viper lurking mid.
Right here.
Yeah, that seemed to be the turnaround point, even with Indiana Tech trying to pincer maneuver PNW for the retake. They couldn't find the right angles, they couldn't find the right momentum, and it just led to their downfall. They just peaked at the wrong moments, you know? PNW likes these swift attacks. You see Dorito using the dashes to get in. He tries to find Void. He does. Dorito now coming out of the point quick. Dorito finds a second. Cavalier is going to fall. This might try to even it up. Dorito finds 2. It's an even match, 3v3. On to point B.
Look at these lurks from Vlad. I think every single round so far, he's managed to get
I keep saying
himself a
Void,
pick
that's
with
Vlad.
these.
Yeah.
Yeah, Void, Vlad. There's
They look
there's
the
a
same
lot of,
name, I'll be honest. Both of them have an L for whatever reason.
We can
in the
call
name.
them a Vloid.
Vloid?
as a combined duo. And now it looks like Sova and Omen are going to try to make their way into the site. The dart comes down, and Vlad just comes swinging out with Jet taking down both of them as they come through into the A site. I'm sorry, the B site, just to be shut down and give PNW their 4th round.
Dorito holding the right angle. They didn't see him. He popped out right at the right time, able to find 2. PNW turning this around from the 1st round. They lost a pistol round, but they said, we're not out of this yet.
These...
It could be, is it
It's
Dorito or
Dorito.
Drifto?
It's Dorito.
It is Dorito? Why does he have an F in there?
Because F is for family.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you, Don
it's
Fredo.
wholesome. It's wholesome.
Speaking of Drifto, pops the ult. Looking to find some quick picks here. Goes up to the top.
And it's wide open.
He's
He's
able
able
to
to
find
just
it.
walk
He finds
in.
one on Cavalier. There's a second one down there. Can he find them? I think it's the enemy Sky. It's the Sky for Indiana Tech. They have control of the point already. Vlad finds Sky. It's completely clear. There's only one KJ left on the B for Indiana Tech. They finally fall. 2 left for Indiana Tech. 4 for PNW. Drago trying to find the headshot. He does on Void.
Spike planted.
Dorito in the corner.
3-2.
Drago waiting for that peek. He sees him. Good. Reaction time by Dorito, but Drago finds him again with a headshot.
There are 2 players left on both teams, but there's not a lot of health to spare from PNW, and it could be bad. They are going to try to spam the box, and they know he's there. They do manage to catch him, and that is not good for PNW.
Quick turnaround on PNW.
The flash
To
comes
them,
in,
it looked
but
like
he
he had
does
the flash.
find him, but he does
He can't
not
find
connect
it.
the shots.
Shut down by Simply. That was a fast turnaround on Indiana Tech. 2 players to take on 4, and they did it. They said, we can do it, and they did. Defuse the bomb. That's round 3. They have one more round from tying this up for Indiana Tech.
That was a very, very unfortunate spam from
Yeah.
Indiana Tech to PNW, because that was their only player on site who actually managed, or who still had health.
Listen, behind those boxes is a fantastic angle. It's probably one of the best angles, especially on B, because you can see, I don't know what it's called, but that upper kind of.
You can use the, what is it, the head glitch from
Head glitch, yes.
right behind the boxes to watch
right behind
lane.
Yes, right behind the boxes. Thank you. I don't know the whole technical term, but I could say the box on the little high ground part right there, you know?
We love the box.
We love the boxes,
That's the new call it. We'll call it the box.
The box, the blue box.
Not actually.
I'm gonna say
There's too many
blue
boxes.
box.
The blue box? All right, that's the one. It looks like we have Drago with his knives popped, and he's going to be lurking around the tree angle. PNW has taken the site. Indiana Tech has decided that they want to play retake here. Well, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to play retake. They do manage to tag someone, and they do manage to get a kill. Vlad managing to take down Jarino. Quick's getting the nade on Drago, wasting his ult. Simply taking down Vlad. Jarino taking down 2, and Simply getting the trade. It is now down to Omen from from Indiana Tech, who is now left to clutch the round. he does have a smoke, and he's managing to sit on the bomb, and the spams are coming through, and he's just going to stick it.
Stick for the bait on the retake.
They're spamming, but they don't get him.
He
Just to
finds it. The
continue
clutch.
to take it.
They couldn't find the spam. Clicks on to Simply, and he finds the kill. He gets 1 kill. On the other, take away their weapons, but what a play by Simply. The trust.
You for PNW, you just can't let that happen. You really can't let that happen.
The risk and reward, and Simply took the reward.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of risk. Oh my goodness. You see the shots flying by him. Reminded me of Neo from the Matrix. Thank you.
It was close. It was really, really close.
Simply may just be Keanu Reeves. Can we look at the stage real quick? Is Keanu Reeves out there?
Can confirm. Keanu Reeves is not out there.
Oh man. And one can hope. Sky waiting for a good chance to pop out. He doesn't find it. He tries to pop out. Void finds one. Dorito finds another. They're making their way onto B. Another solid push by PNW, taking out 2 of IT's players without
PNW
dropping one of their own.
Is having these explosive takes onto the site right now. It's they're doing it for both sites. They're not just doing it for one. No site seems to be their forte. They're able to take both sites with ease.
And I think the Drino. He loses the Drino. Drops one for PNW. Just 1 player down compared to IT's 2. Void holding this close angle. Vlad tries to pop out. Can't find any luck there. Quicks does find luck on the Drago. 2 for IT left. See Dorito holding this close angle.
And if
Void
you blinked,
and
you
Quicks
missed it.
wrap around, finding the headshot of the remaining 2 players.
What a play by PNW. Of course, the lurk in mid did not quite work, but I feel like at this point, with how Vlad has been playing Viper, they kind of are expecting someone to be lurking or sitting around mid each and every round.
Yep, exactly that. From what it looks like, IT setting up for maybe a fake.
No, what I think they're going to do is they're going to get aggressive here.
They're going to try to get aggressive?
Oh, I think they're going aggressive.
Or sorry, PNW. I said IT again. The colors, man.
It's the colors. It's the colors.
That's a lot of information gained for both. Drago and Sky finds 2. Sky finds 3! Headshot, kill, headshot from Sky. That's going to drop PNW back quick. Soja looking through the gas, trying to find anything he can. He sees 2, but he can't do anything. Quicks and Soja fall for PNW. IT takes number 5. It's all tied up here.
That was a great read from IT.
Incredible.
They figured that PNW is kind of doing a little bit of an AB right now, and that's something that, people tend to pick up on, especially players at this high of an elo. And by putting 4 of their players there and spamming through that smoke, they actually managed to take the B main control and shut down PNW's explosive push.
That's how you survive.
Yeah, they just had enough grease to muscle him off the point there. It's perfect. Like you said, fantastic read. I think they were assuming that PNW is going to be aggressive. They have been this whole game.
Right.
They've been using these fast pushes, getting these first hits onto the head, taking out a player early, and using that space to open up a way onto the point. They might do it right now. Already onto B. There's only 1 player onto B. There's 2 coming out from the spawn point. They're going to be able to find it. They're already on the point. Void. I'm sorry, Simply. And the KO. Waiting on the outside.
And it looks like we got a Viper ult inbound 2, and they're going to be holding what looks to be the CT spawn with it.
That Viper ult holds so much power, especially in this situation. They know they're there. Simply and Cavalier pushing through. Have to try to find a pick. He does on the Void, but they're the last 2. Can they find something? Cavalier's punched down. He's knocked down. He's killed for good. Dorito finds 3 to win IT. Another game.
What a play by PNW there.
I said IT, didn't I? PNW, wait.
Huh?
No, IT did win. No?
Listen, man, we blame it on the colors.
Oh my gosh, I'm so, it's red on red. It's
Yo, where's colorblind mode?
I might be colorblind.
I only got 1 eye, man.
Placing alarm bot.
Yeah, I don't see any right now. Maybe I'm blind.
I am only seeing black and white right now.
Yeah.
So from the
white
looks
team
of it,
versus white team, black team with the white border.
Yeah, right? So what we're looking at now is what's going to be the half point. Will PNW be able to hold a round over IT, or will IT be able to tie it up and go into the next half on a clean slate? We will find out in just a moment here, and it looks like PNW is going for another explosive push. Jet is already in sight. KJ is going to be sitting in hell with an Odin. She's going to hide behind what looks to be a couple walls, and she's not in a very good position. Dorito decides to just continue to push straight in, taking her down, and the Odin is now out of play. Sova shoots his dart in, trying to find some information. Unfortunately, just covered by a smoke.
Yeah, Sky knows somebody's there, and he does find Void, and he finds Soja as well. He's one on top, can't get the one in the cave.
It all comes down
Dorito
to
is
Dorito.
left for PNW against 2. He can't handle it. Simply takes him down, and that's going to be the game, or that's going to be the round.
Game. Yep,
again.
that's it. All right, goodbye, everyone. Go.
Yep, that's it. See ya.
No, but that will be half. IT did manage to come back and tie it up to go into this next half.
This is a close game.
It is a close game.
It seems like whenever PNW gets around, it seems like their momentum is going to keep going, but IT keeps pulling him back, reeling him back in, and tying the game up. It's 6-6, 7 more. First person to win 7 more rounds is going to win this. First is 13.
Well, see here, the thing is both teams are adapting. Every single round, they have adapted, and they have continued to play based off of that. PNW has been playing really aggressive. They've been pushing. They've been just continuing to hammer these sites down, and that's when IT decided that we needed to shut that down, stop them, and get them to play slower so that they could learn to adapt to them better.
I mean, adaptability is the name of the game, as we heard from our friend Austin so many times yesterday during Rocket League, and I'm sure so many times today during Valorant. Looks like a heavy B defense for PNW. They might try to wrap around here. That Viper's waiting in the middle, has that wall up to try to cover off some space. IT looking for something to do here.
That's actually detrimental.
Oh, look at this angle from Drago. Finds one. Vlad's right around that wall. He might be able to find him. Both players waiting for some information. They're staring at each other. And
This harbor wall is scary.
They're staring at him, don't even know it. My heart rate is rising.
terrifying.
Sky is taken out by Dorito, and so is Simply. That's 2 picks. Dorito trades with Drago. Vlad finds another quick, finishes him off. PNW, first game on defense. They win it.
That was a good retake. That was
very good retake.
See, the thing is, what PNW realized when they faced Purdue is how insane you can use, or I guess how hard it is to maneuver, to operate around the harbor and the Viper wall. It leaves a lot of space for them to hide in these small crevices where you wouldn't normally expect a player to sit, giving them a lot of opportunity to catch them off guard when they try to take the site.
Yeah. And this caffeine's really kicking me right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it?
Yeah, man. I mean, we had an hour and a half or 2 hour wait. Had some caffeine before this. Felt like a new man. You know, Simply. Gotta come up on Soja. If we can find him, Soja has the better shot. He gets 2. He gets 3. Valid finds the 3rd. Drago finally shuts him down. Void finds another. Cavalier all on his own against 2. Vlad finishes him off.
Great round from PNW. They only managed to drop one person, and that one person managed to grab 2 picks, so their eco is not going to suffer too much. It looks like we're going to be going into the next round. The bonus is in, the bonus is alive, and PNW is now setting themselves up and getting ready for what may look to be... Let's see. That looks safe. As much as I want to talk about the positioning, I don't want anyone from the players to hear it. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna skip that for now.
For a bit.
We did learn
IT
that.
looking like they're going for it all in or all nothing. They don't really have much eco. They're looking to win this one. Each of them have Vandals. They're spending all their money, and it might be worth it. Sky and Dorito already finding picks. Just 3 players left for PNW.
The Viper wall's
checking
still
every
alive.
single crack, every single crevice. He doesn't want to get caught off guard as well. He's there with the KO, Cavalier, and Sky as well. They're both looking at A.
This is going to be a huge play from Vlad. He's just now gotten tagged. He's going to have to hide from the box. He does manage to grab one through the smoke, hitting him square in the head, going for the next one. Unfortunately, the bullets just do not connect, and they are going to be pushing into the A side. Jorino now taking down Soja, and it is up to KO. to keep things alive.
He found a couple shots onto the sky, just couldn't finish it off. KO Quicks, only one left. He might look to save here for PNW. This big buy stash from IT might come out to fruition for them.
Oh, absolutely not on that save, though. He's definitely going to go for some picks here. He's going to at least try to get something. Hey, this is their bonus,
They might
so
find
they do
him.
have
He
money.
can't get it with the Bulldog. Simply shuts down Quicks. Number 7 for IT.
Everyone note down.
It's almost tied up again. Just a 1-round difference. This is how close this game has been, and I am loving it right now. I am loving this game.
Every single Ascent match I think we have had so far is not necessarily, except for the second half of the last one, it has not been a sweep. It's been close. It's been a nail biter, and both teams are fighting vigorously to take what they want, and what they want is to not go home.
Yeah.
We all
This
want
is,
some jewelry. I get it.
This match has a lot riding on it. Soja looking for some early picks with the Odin through the wall. He can find
got
Vlad.
one.
Did not find 3. Soja. Vlad finishes off a 4th. Just one more. We're ready for IT. That is perfect for PNW to start on defense, and they finally finish him off. Soja with 3, Vlad with 2. What an incredible start. He sprayed through the wall, lowers their health a little bit, just knocks him down one by one as they walk through. They can't find him. Shuts them down. PNW, what a play by Soja.
Absolutely. And see, the biggest thing about that, too, is now he has his Harbor ult. That being said, they can get some information off of this next round or even choose to play retake.
Remind me what Harbor's ult does again.
Harbor's ult basically covers a surface area of X amount.
Yes.
I definitely, don't ask me numbers. I'm a communications major. I can't do that. But what I can tell you is for the players who stand inside that radius, they will have a circle around them that will stun them if they stand on top of it, but it also gives away their positions.
All right. And that would be perfect for them, or especially early on, or on a retake opportunity.
Right. I don't
Because they're on defense. I don't think they're going to use it this time.
Definitely not
IT
gonna use it
already
this
has
round.
a player down. It
Well,
seems a little late
it is
to
a
use
save round as well, so you really
Yes.
don't want to waste an ult on a save round.
No, some toxic going out from Vlad, covering off these sight lines. Dorito is going to fall to Dorino. Or sorry,
Dorino going to fall for
Spike
Dorito.
down
Fall
A.
for?
fall 4?
There's some love in the air. Is it Halloween or Valentine's Day?
Who knows?
All right, and
45 seconds left on the
PNW is
clock.
up 5-2 on the player count right now, with Void anticipating that jet peek, getting a nice, clean, crisp headshot, and now it is down to the last player, who is going to be taken down by Dorito once again, who is having the game of his life right now.
Simply walked through that door. What he didn't realize is that there were 3 PNW players with the angle on him. Dorito shuts him down. I believe that was the 3rd kill for Dorito that game.
Right. Well,
Look at him, man.
yeah, that's what I'm
22
saying.
kills.
Let's take a look at the scoreboard here.
We got 22, 16, 12, 13, 12, 12, 8, 4.
And a lot of these kills from Vlad as well have all been what I want to call lurking kills in the first
Yeah.
half. And it is proven to be fruitful for them as they are now up 3 rounds ahead.
Vlad is doing a great job as just one of these neutral players that kind of walks around, picks off anybody who's out of line.
He's definitely, there's one thing about Vlad is he never stops thinking.
Oh,
This
Dorito
guy's a
might have a
thinker.
lineup here.
He's always thinking.
There's 4 IT players right in the middle there. He might have a lineup. If you can find him, he has his ult popped.
When he's ready for
This
it.
could be incredible. He finds
No.
one, he can't find another. Void finds 1, Void finds 2.
And the
Soja with
Odin
2
spray
again. It's a
again.
double kill frenzy out here. Just a KJ left. He's spraying everywhere. Dorito finds 1. Can he pull this back? It's just a 1v3. They're closing in on him. Soja is there to stop him.
What a spooky play from Soja, who sits there with the Odin, taking down everything in his way, everything in his path, and sending IT down 4 rounds.
We're getting some cheers from Butler fans outside.
Oh, absolutely. The fans are going wild. It was after that Soja play, of course. They are definitely not heading to the tailgate.
PNW, surely not, no. College students, never.
No.
PNW up by 4. Just need 2 more round wins to lock this one out and send them forward. IT, gotta find something here to change the momentum and get going. What do you
Soja's
think
got
they
his
can
Odin
do
ready,
that
too.
could really,
IT?
yeah.
I think that really what IT needs to do is utilize mid control.
Okay.
It's something that's kind of neglected, and it's something that's it will help them if they manage to do it correctly. But it looks like that's not going to happen. Quick's getting a spam through the smoke. And now we are down to the last player, but he is not ready to die yet. He does take down Void, and he is trying to go for another. In this moment, Omen can actually use his TP and reposition himself. They know he's going to the spike, and they're going to double swing him, and Quicks does manage to get the headshot, taking down Simply and bringing this match to match point.
It is
PNW.
Match point here at the Butler Esports Park for PNW. In the losers bracket, looking not to be in the losers bracket any longer. They won out.
They do want
out
out
of here.
We don't belong here.
IT on the attack, PNW on the defense. There's not much IT could do here. They're struggling to find anything here on the offensive push. They can't get anything going. PNW just too strong. Like you said, they have that mid control, especially Vlad is pulling his weight, especially. So just looking for another one of these Odin frenzy kills here.
Oh.
He gets suppressed. So much utility going on Sova. He doesn't know what to do.
He knows exactly what to do. He's gonna B-hop and get out of there, and that's exactly what he did. He managed to make it off the site, and it looks like PNW is gonna try to play retake here with IT taking the site. But I don't know about
PNW's got plenty
overextending
to
this
do that.
far. Oh, but it works out for him fruitfully as he does take down Quicks. And now we are at a 4v4 with IT holding the side. Dorito does take down Drago. And we are now looking at what may be our last round of this game. KO goes down. Omen's down. It is now up to KJ
If there was
to
any
clutch
point-
up and save the game.
If there's any point for the Harbor ult, it might be now, but they may not need it. There's only one IT player left, and Soja shuts
gonna get
him
detained?
down.
They managed to defuse it right before they got detained. Or did he break that? Did he break that with the Odin through the wall?
Yeah,
Oh, no way.
think so.
Ooh, what a play.
That
What a
is
play. What a
incredible.
play.
well, PNW moving on, I believe, to face Ball State in the next round, or I think Ball State has one more against another team, and then we'll see what happens there. I can't remember who's the team that Ball State is facing afterwards. Next. But I'm sure it'll be a good one. I mean, these matches today have been incredible.
Exactly.
That was super close.
One thing that we didn't really get to experience too much with Rocket League the other day was a series of nail-biting matches. It almost seemed like a lot of these games were kind of like one way or the other. But what we're seeing a lot more of today is these matches where all these players are essentially coming together, figuring out what they have to do, readjusting, reevaluating, and having to figure out how to read these plays. For example, PNW right there, they got destroyed by the comp that they just used now. They learned, they adapted, and they came back around.
I mean, hey, that's the perfect. I'm going to say this is probably good coaching as well. I mean, who's their coach? Do they have one here today?
Let's go ahead and say. I'm gonna give it to Vlad.
Or who's the team
Vlad
team
is our
leader,
mastermind.
you know?
Vlad is our
Okay.
mastermind of today.
We're gonna put the captain ban onto Vlad right now.
Right.
I'm gonna say that's the man that's been really looking forward. Who's probably had how much experience? What year is he?
So Vlad is currently going into what I think is to be his junior year now.
So he's got experience. He's a veteran on this team.
Right.
He knows what's happening. He knows how to look for these teams, and I'm sure he was here. He was here last year.
Yes,
correct?
he was.
So
And
he
unfortunately, we are missing his twin brother.
Oh,
which
no.
They are what I like to refer to as the dynamic duo. We were able to, they can just read each other's minds.
That's awesome.
That's one of the
twin
magical
telepathic.
powers that twins have, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, this is a team that's been through the ringer. They know how to adapt. They know what to do, and they showed it right there, and I can't wait to see them move on in this tournament. But I'm sure we'll be back with some more action just as good as that in the next match of Valorant at the Battle for Indiana here at Butler Esports Park.
Do not go anywhere.
Don't do it.